Right, back at it again in the same seat that I was a couple days ago, giving you stories all about me. Now, today I'm about to give you a story about the yay days and the story that I was given by my mom about way back, the yay days when our parents used to apparently cross 3 rivers, jump the Grand Canyon, and dunk into a cave just to avoid the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bomb. You get the stories, right? Yeah, so as it happens to be, I have one story that I was told, an interesting one actually. Wait, is it an interesting one? You know what? We'll find out. So, back in the days, our parents used to be, back in the days when they were in school, in primary schools to be specific, when they were studying O levels, which this, I don't know why they consider those things to be more superior than what we have right now. Anyway, now, back in those days, students and pupils used to be extra naughty, as I might say, because those were the same days when they had corporal punishment. I mean, it's true, because nowadays we still can't do that. We can't keep up with that level of naughtiness. I mean, heck, we can't even keep up with any video that is more than 30 seconds. It's us, and we are better than them. But now, let me tell you about the story. So, when my parents were in school, and actually we even found the same setup, we used to sit in these small benches that were that used to the capacity to hold like 2 to 3 pupils at the same time. So, as it happens to be, I was given this story about a certain interesting naughty tendency that used to be in these pupils of putting pens, right at the crack of that bench. I don't know why the crack happened to be right in the middle of the bench where you're sitting, but they would anchor a pen. Oh, you know where this is going. They used to anchor a pen right in the middle of that wood that you were going to sit on, and as you are standing up about to sit down, you get the point, you'd sit right at the top of it. And the rest is history, because it was done to me, and all I can say is not pain in the it's a lot of it. Anyway, now on this particular day, a certain pupil in my mom's primary school considered, should we go on with the same trend? Yes. Should we upgrade a little bit? Go there and sign up to the terms and conditions as always. And they said, today I'm going to upgrade it a little bit. So she came from home with something very peculiar and very weird, by the way, in order to play the same prank on one of his fellow classmates. Before we go on, how about a small commercial break? I know we've been running for like 3 minutes, but some bills have to be paid, right? Yeah, alright.
Hello there. Have you been worried or concerned and sometimes caught pants down by the devil and not knowing what to do? Allow me to introduce to you. Well, still doesn't make sense, but you get the point. Anyway, it's fresh, it's new, it's holier than thou. It's the Bible. Check Romans 8:1 for details.
Okay, don't worry about that. It's the things we do just to make money, to make ends meet, and for the sake of YouTube views. Anyway, back to the story. So on this particular day, the student came with something very weird, and as it happens to be, I have the exhibit, and I'll show you in a minute. It was something that it's rather not ordinary at all, because it's not something you find at home just lying around. Neither do you find it in school. Neither is it advisable for you to even have it. I mean, there are a lot of laws that you will have to break to get this thing, to get a hold of this thing. But this kid happened to have it. Weird things that kid have it. And I will not even keep you a little longer. You know what this is? Can you see it? Do you have any information of what it is? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a porcupine spike. Yeah, this kid came to school with a porcupine spike, and as it happened to be, this is how he or she anchored it in the middle of that bench. And as one of his friends was about to sit down, we all know what would have happened and what actually happened. The next couple of weeks were very tough, because that kid had to be taken to hospital, and he had to be subjected to just staying in the bed, because I don't know how he or she would sit down, But I was told it was pain and excruciating pain because this kid would not come back to school for the next couple of terms. They had to stay at home and get everything done for her because she couldn't walk. You know, one thing about these things, protective things that nature has, is that they're not just as ordinary as we might see it. You might think this is the same as a sharpened wood. A sharpened wood is just wood, but this one has some peculiar things that are hidden in it. This section right here is easily, you can easily, after applying pressure, it will just break. It'll lose its strength and just break. So if this thing, you are to sit on it or apply pressure on it, the necessary tip will be the one that breaks. So we both know what tip broke inside this kid's behind. Stay safe, kids. Don't be stupid anymore. I mean, if you're about to be stupid, just record it for the sake of people who are coming back like a couple decades ago. A couple decades to come. Sorry about that. But I don't know why I'm not in the mood today. Anyway, cheers. Bye.